1, 2, 3, 4. Nuff said go shred. Nuff said go shred. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. What's shaking, everybody? This is Shred Central. I'm your host, Gymbo Jack, and what we do here is we talk about skateboarding and music with rad people. And speaking of rad people, hosting with me is the world-renowned arm wrestler from 1997 to 2002, Big Diamond Louie.
Hey, Gymbo, how's it going?
Good, dude. Happy Go Skateboarding Day.
Oh, yes. Happy Go Skateboarding Day to you. Did you get to go out?
I did. I skated my mini just before I came here, and my dog Lucy was barking her head off the whole time. It was totally killing the sesh, but I did skate. How about you?
I got in a little bit of skating just so that I could say I skated today.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good for you. So without further ado, let's introduce our guest. This guy's a rad shredder, man. He's Canadian, and he's goofy-footed. Yeah, man! So sick. Okay, put your hands together for Chris Foley! What is shaking, dude?
Not much.
Not much.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Go Skateboarding Day.
I haven't gone skateboarding yet.
Well, the night's still young, eh? So we'll see.
Yeah, well, you might need a canoe.
A canoe?
It's raining pretty good out there.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been
Off and
outside a
on,
bit.
yeah.
Eesh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you what we ask all our guests here. Is, where have you been skating lately?
Mostly in the East End. Like
On the streets or
the streets.
Yeah? No skate parks for you?
I don't really skate parks.
No skate loft? That's in the East End, yeah?
I haven't gone to skate loft for a while.
Mm.
I did go there, I don't know, a few months ago.
Yeah.
but-
Skating the streets in the East End, eh?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with street skating in the East End.
I don't know, just East End. There's an East End crew that I skate with. And it's good. We get out, we hit the curbs, ledges, fun stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not a ledge guy. I think all I got is like a kickflip foot plant on the ledge or board slide, you know what I mean?
Doesn't
Front
matter.
boards.
Front board, that's your fuck. That's when me and Louis first met. He was doing front side boards on this ledge, and I was asking him how to do it.
Oh, at Sun Life.
I still can't do them. Oh, Sun Life.
Yeah, one of my favorite spots.
That's going back.
So-
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
God, this squeaky goddamn chair. Foley, how did you get into skateboarding?
Well, my uncle got me into skateboarding when I was like 4. But then I got hit by a car when I was 5, so I didn't do much.
Hold on,
From
hold
that
on.
point
Whoa. You got hit by a car at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I got run over by a car. when I
On
was
your
5.
board?
No. I wish it was like that. That
Can you
would be a
imagine
cooler
5-year-old
story.
kid on his board backed up in the driveway? So it was in the driveway sort of thing?
No, I was crossing the street.
Oh.
I was running from my friend's house to my house. It was like a crazy storm, and
Oh, fuck.
I just freaked out. But yeah, I started when I was 4, but then I didn't do it again until I was 10.
Oh, yeah.
Got a board for Christmas.
What was the board?
A Valterra Blast.
Valterra Blast.
Valterra, famous for Back to the Future. Madrid boards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they were like an off-brand of Madrid.
Was it? Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know
famous for like Back to the Future being the board used on screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah.
that. Nice. I didn't know that. I think, didn't Lance Mountain skate for them or something too?
Veriflex.
Veriflex? Oh,
Yeah.
Veriflex.
Maybe.
Oh, no, it was a Veriflex Blast. That's what it was. Not
There
Valterra.
we go.
Veriflex.
Veriflex. Okay.
Yeah, it was a Veriflex
What'd
All
you
Blast.
say?
right. Now you got credit.
I said Valterra.
Valterra.
Oh, Valterra.
That
Okay,
was
so-
my second board, so.
Okay.
Oh, so you had one of those too.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was one of the, I don't know if you remember any of those. It was like High Rollers or something. It had like a skeleton guy with dice.
There were a lot of cool graphics. Hey, you know what? My first like big wood board was Breakout,
But my first real setup was a McGill. Mike McGill, the skull and snake and
Oh, I love that graphic.
yeah.
VCJ, great artist.
So would this be the shaped one?
Yeah. This was the shaped one. It was like 87. I think 87, 88, something like that.
You're originally from Windsor, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's it like growing up in Windsor and the skate scene in Windsor?
Oh, it was awesome. We had a great skate scene. Well, I mean, in my neighborhood when I was growing up, it was just myself, a couple other kids, and then a friend of mine's older brother was skating. He was like the 20 surfer dude, like Tony Alva type guy. And they built a quarter pipe in the driveway, so I learned how to, kick turn on the quarter pipes back then.
Sick.
Nice.
But then I met a bunch of kids in the neighborhood, and we all just, ripped around the streets, and then went into town on the weekends, and it was fun. And then when we got older, we'd go to Detroit.
I was just going to ask you if you went to Detroit to sesh.
All the time.
All the time.
Best place to skate.
No problem with the border.
No problem. At the time, no. You could. We got in trouble once. I got flack from the customs officer because I was telling him my citizenship and showing him my ID, and he's like, "I didn't ask for that." I'm like, well, okay, let me put that away.
It's like it gives them fucking license to be dicks.
Yeah.
I don't know why they got to be
badge
that way.
and a gun, and
Yeah.
an inflated ego.
Who was your first sponsor? Did you ever do like a sponsor me tape to like some bike shop / skate shop? It was like, back in the day, that's kind of what it was like. If there wasn't a fucking straight up pure skate shop, it was going to be a bike shop bringing the boards in.
Pretty much. It wasn't a bike shop. It was a place called Sports Afield.
Sports Afield?
Sports Afield, and it was a weird place. Awesome place. Had a vert ramp, mini ramp, little street area.
That is weird and awesome.
But it was a motorcycle. They sold motorcycles, and they sold RVs.
What?
And
there's
other
a ramp
stuff
there?
Yeah, and the owner Rick, his son Keith was into skating, and so I don't know the whole story, but his dad just, built this like vert ramp, and apparently it was designed by Tony Hawk as well as a 6-foot mini.
So it had the space for these ramps, so might as well.
It started out outdoors, I think.
Okay.
And then they ended up getting this big warehouse, and they had all the ramps inside.
Oh, that's amazing for Canadian winters.
I was there constantly,
Yeah.
and that was it. I was just there all the time skating, and then one day I got a call on the PA. I don't remember the guy's name, but it was like Rick's right hand man, and he was like, "Chris Foley, come down to the front desk." And I went down. And I was like, "Well, fuck, what did I do?" And Rick asked me to come in and just, "Would you like to skate for us?" And I was like, "I don't even know what that means, but yeah."
Skate for sports.
Sports Afield 2.
Sports Afield 2.
Sports Afield 2. Yeah.
Why is it called 2?
I guess it was the second incarnation of the park because they had the outdoor ramps and then
Oh, okay.
indoor. I don't know the whole story, but yeah.
Wow. So
That was it. It was
you
like,
got to skate for those dudes.
yeah, they gave me a couple boards.
Did they give you an
I
RV?
got to skate. Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Fuck, that would have been
I got
killer.
to skate for free.
Nothing better than that when you were a kid, eh?
Yeah.
Free stuff, skate
Yeah.
for free.
But yeah, that was it. That's what started it. And then yeah. That was where it started. And then it was a skate shop after that in Detroit. That some homies had big up me for a long time, and then when I went in there one day, they were like, "We've been hearing a lot about you," and I was like, "Well, cool." Like,
Word of mouth, eh? Back
Yeah.
in the day, no clips, no Insta.
yeah,
This is Pogo?
yeah. Wait, how'd you know Pogo?
I did my research.
Oh, okay.
Pogo's the skate shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pogo
Detroit.
was awesome. Yeah, Birmingham actually.
Birmingham.
I don't know my American geography.
It's like a nice, wealthy little area of Michigan. Yeah.
So, who was your first major sponsor then outside of the RV fucking motorcycle shop?
Yeah. I guess it would have been Relic.
Really?
Relic skateboards.
Well,
No, Elenium first.
Millennium.
Do you remember them? It was
I've
little.
never seen an ad for
it was like-
Millennium.
Elenium was there, and then they were gone.
Oh, like so many brands
Jeez.
come and
Yeah.
go so quickly.
Al Partnen,
Oh,
yeah.
Mike
yeah.
Peterson,
Oh,
Greg
wow.
Lutzka.
What we also asked our guests here is there a skateboard video that you remember being young that had a song in it? You're like, whoa, who the fuck are these guys? I gotta get that record.
Yeah, so many. So many.
Just give me one that you're like, oh man, who's Motorhead? You know what I mean?
No, it was. I can't remember if it was Streets of Fire or Reason for Living. It was a Santa Cruz video. It was Corey O'Brien's part, I think,
Okay.
and it was a Palehead song. It was either Don't Stand in Line or Manchester Inn. I don't know.
Those videos were a classic example of being exposed to music that no little dude in Windsor, Ontario, or me on Vancouver Island would have ever heard if it wasn't
Yeah.
for these dudes that got their sick taste in music.
Yeah, Yeah, and you could get tapes too. You could
Yeah.
like get like Strange Notes tapes
and of
Thrasher,
course the Thrasher
stuff. Yeah,
Volume 1, Volume 2, and so on and so
yeah.
forth.
I think you
That's
could
right.
get. I think it was Santa Cruz had like tapes too. I can't remember for sure, but
We were talking about skate spots earlier before you showed up, like classic Toronto skate shop or skate spots. There's a dude that's like visiting skate spots and talking about classic skate spots in Toronto.
oh wow.
And I saw a photo of you skating, like doing, I think you're doing a 5-0 on the Sky Dome bank,
Oh yeah.
which to people who've never skated that thing, it looks easy to skate the way you see Heath Kirchart and dudes skate that thing.
Yeah.
And you're trying to skate yourself, it's so tight. And who do you hit these spots? And have you ever thought about maybe recreating a photo or two?
I'd love to. Actually, I got to skate the Sky Dome bank, the recreation when it was at the Bentway.
Oh, okay. I remember the thing that they had there, but
Yeah, they
Of course,
redid.
our old friend Wes Lotes. Yeah.
was
Yeah.
that for Build for Bokma?
First year that he did it.
I don't know.
The artistic sculpture.
All that
skate
stuff.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down there, Gymbo, remember?
Yes, I do, but I didn't know that obstacle was supposed to mimic the
Yeah, it was
Sky
supposed to be a
Dome.
replica of the
Oh, okay.
Sky Dome. It was mellower. It was a little easier to skate.
Mm-hmm.
But I was stoked
doubt.
because I got to skate it, and this was before I had my second kid, but I was there with my first and skating it. And who was the photographer from Montreal?
Oh, Dan Mateo?
Yeah, he was there, and he shot a little
Excellent.
photo and gave it to me. So
Nice.
that was cool. So I got the two compare,
Oh, killer.
Yeah.
So you're doing a 5 on that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of photographers, do you remember going to Detroit and trying to get like a photo behind this school in a bank? And
With Harry.
With Harry Gills in his shitty little Civic?
He was shitting himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
pooped
I
his
don't feel
pants a
good
little
about
bit.
this, man. Yeah.
The story, you want to tell us how the story goes?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'd love to hear what Harry told you.
What Harry told me is like they go to try to get a photo back of the school here, and as soon as they come around the corner, there's like a makeshift outdoor gym setup, and all these fucking gangster type dudes buffing the fuck out of themselves.
It looked like a prison yard.
Oh my god! And so
Wow.
what'd you do when did you end up skating or no?
We skated for a bit. It's at a
Okay.
school called Northwestern, and it's a lot of people have gone and skated it.
Okay,
and
so it's a real
you've
rad
seen
spot.
it. Yeah, you've seen it in
Okay.
videos and magazines. It's a really cool spot. Yeah, we came around the corner because when we came in, we had to go around the building to get to the front. Yeah, these dudes were mean mugging us, and it was like me and Harry, and I don't remember who else was with me, but we were in my little white Civic, and we were just like cruising all slow around. And yeah, we went around front, skated for a bit. I was trying to get like warmed up to do something, and then Harry was just like kind of freaking out, just like I don't feel good about this. And so we left and we went back to we went to Hart Plaza first and skated for a bit.
So there was no like, hey, what are you guys doing here? You're wrecking our fucking workout session.
No, luckily, but people have been jacked there.
Oh,
People have been like hijacked of their gear, and
lame. Yeah, and fucking
Yeah.
photographers, as people will know or don't know out there, have a lot of expensive gear with them. And so if some dude's desperate enough or for whatever reason wants to fucking take that shit, there's nothing to stop them taking it, especially from Harry Gills, who's a pretty fucking mellow, timid guy. Let's fucking face it. So what I also like to do is to check out what skaters are listening to on the streets. Because it's not like when we're watching skate videos and being introduced to skate or to be introduced to songs that way. We're being introduced to what songs that these random skaters are listening to on the street. So what we do here is we critique
boy,
if these songs are rad or not rad. You down?
yeah,
It's pretty easy.
totally. Yeah,
Okay, so over here, check it out. This is our first skater. Skater number 1.
Yeah, let me see what I'm listening to.
What's his name? that you
Listening
listen
to What You Won't Do for Love by Bobby Cadwell.
Thanks, dude. I'm gonna check it.
hey, who?
Hold on.
That was that Utile.
What You Won't Do for Love by Bobby Cadwell? Codwell?
Can't read your own handwriting?
Bobby Cadwell.
Oh, that's some classic shit.
My Lionel Richie shit going there.
Got a thing for you.
Oh boy.
and I
Okay,
can't
so
let go.
this is how it goes. Do you think that song was rad or not rad?
I'd say rad.
I think it was rad.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I could tell you're grooving and you're into it.
Yeah. I like the soulful classics.
It's kind of like love making music too. Would you make love to that song?
No.
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 Oh, it's not that rad. Louis, was that song rad or not rad?
Very rad. Yes, I know that song.
Very rad. You know
Yes.
that song.
I know
Yeah, I
that
could
song,
hear him
not
sing
the
along.
artist necessarily,
Bobby
but I've,
Caldwell.
yeah, I've heard that song before. Yeah,
Caldwell.
it's a good one.
I feel like it was
and
an
I would
escape
definitely make
video.
love to that song.
Yeah.
You think that might have been an escape
I feel
video?
like that was an escape video.
You have to look that shit up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how I know it.
Yeah, I think if you went to escape video site, you'd probably find it.
What do you think, Jimbo?
Oh, what do I think of it?
yeah, man, come on, you can't get out of
Can't you
this.
tell?
I think
You don't
he's,
like it.
I think he's on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
I don't think that song is rad, okay?
You don't like ballads?
Well, that's
That
fair.
wasn't even a ballad. That was just more like, it was way too chill for me. I mean, I could see that kid walking around. That was at Blue Tile Lounge skate shop. I could see him just kind of like walking around listening to that shit. But like, if you're like, I don't know, skating mini ramp, or if you're trying to get yourself worked up to skate a handrail or something. Speaking of handrails,
That
I'm asking
wouldn't be
about that
it,
shit
yeah.
later. All right, so I don't think that song is all that rad. So poo on you, Lou.
No problem.
Okay, let's listen to the next skater. This is skater number 2.
That's it.
What are you listening to, Lou?
Turn It Up by Pink Panthers.
Right, I'm gonna check it out. Turn It Up by Pink Panthers. Holy shit. All right. Foley, was that song rad or not rad?
No, I wasn't feeling it.
Not
rad.
rad.
Not rad.
Louis.
Rad.
Of course. It's probably something your daughter listens to.
No, I've never heard it before.
Bullshit.
I do not know that song.
I don't know what that was. That was so girly pop.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Sure, but holy fuck, man.
Yeah, that surprised you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually surprised me too. I didn't think Lou would listen to that, but hey, I don't know him that well, so.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I thought that song was not rad. It's rad for fucking 6-year-olds or 12-year-olds. Like, fuck. All right, here we go. Skater number 3. Third time's a charm.
What you're listening to?
I'm listening to McGee. I don't know if you guys heard of McGee. He's a really talented artist.
What's the song?
I'm listening to a song called Elysis, and it's one of my favorite songs.
So this is McGee. The song's called Elysis, whatever the fuck that means. Is right, Foley. So, would think that song is rad or not rad?
I think that song was not rad, but I'm curious to hear more of his stuff.
I thought you wanted to hear more of that song, but more
No.
of the stuff you say.
Yeah, I think he's probably got some better tunes based on what I heard, but I wasn't feeling the vocals. So
Louis?
I tried to like it, but I don't really like it. I've only just heard of this artist, McGee. MK.GEE.
Correct.
Yeah, because I work with youngsters. They tell me about these things. But yeah, not feeling it. How about you?
I thought that song was rad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bass player, and I like the bass in that fucking song. And I like the kind of haunting woman's voice in the back there. That sounds like almost like a
Country
siren.
song?
Sound like a siren. I like that song. That song is rad. McGee. I'm guessing though the rest of his songs are kind of be on the same kind of on the same wavelength there.
no,
So there we go. Talking about videos and photos earlier, I wanted to ask you about the intro in 411 where you did that handrail, that super long handrail, front side 50-50 down it. How did that come about? How did you know about that rail? And where was that rail?
Point Grey Secondary School in Vancouver.
In Vancouver?
Yeah. I was visiting my shop sponsor, and
Who was that?
West Beach.
Oh, fuck, West Beach. I used to have a West Beach hoodie.
Yeah. I went into West Beach, and I was just picking up something, I don't know what. And some kids were there telling Paul, the manager, I think it was Paul, they were telling about this rail that they wanted me to skate. I didn't know who they were, but I guess they cut the rail was kinked at the end, but it kind of turned and then went down into the ground, and they cut the part off that goes down to the ground.
Nice.
So it was the kink still, but it didn't have that weird turn. So I don't know what they were thinking, but they figured I was into it and I'd want to skate it. So they happened to be there when I was there, told me about it, and they told me they got community service for doing it because they got busted.
Oh, I thought you said that was part of their community service.
No, they got.
Can you cut this rail and cut the grass around it and shit?
Yeah, no, they got busted doing it,
Fuck.
And so they were telling me about it, and I was with my roommate and photographer friend Brian at the time.
Brian Casey?
Yeah, and he was like, "You want to go check it out?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" So we went, checked it out, and it had perfect run up. The landing was a bit sketch, but it was doable. And I just started rolling up to it, trying to get myself psyched up. And he's like, do you think you're going to try it? And I was like, sure. So he's like, oh, shit. He ran back to the car and got his camera gear, and away I went.
Ah, fuck, man. Didn't even phase you, eh?
No, I don't get startled.
You don't get startled.
No, not really.
You might have to try
He
it
hits
again later.
handrails, man. Nothing scares him.
I've been run over by a car, man. I don't really get startled much anymore.
How did you get that footage of you in 4-in-1? Because, like, 4-in-1 was the... Oh, God, those video magazines, whatever you want to call them, when the videos came out, issued this and that. It was the thing to look forward to, man. I remember Esner would try to sell, or not try, he'd be selling the videos in the shop, and as soon as it come in, he'd be so bummed, because like, well, let's fucking crack it open and watch it. Like, I gotta sell it, man. And, we'd buy it, but like for cost. And we would always look forward to seeing the next issue of 4-in-1, especially with Lance Mountain introducing them every time. That was so awesome. So how did you get it in there?
Well,
it's like a dream.
Well, that day I did it, but Brian was running out of film, and he was like, we got to come back because I don't have enough film to get a sequence. Mm-hmm. I was like, don't worry, if I land it, I'll do it again. He was like, okay. So I did. I landed it.
Damn.
And then we left, and we just went to the beach, had a couple beers, and then a few days later, it was really nice out, and I called him up, and I just said, shall we try again? And he was like, fuck yeah. So he left to meet me, left Concrete to go meet me, and then when I got there, Haslam was there with him. Adam Cassidy was there with him. They both were like filming
word
a couple
out.
different angles.
Yeah.
So Brian's camera, Chris was manning that camera, and then Adam had his camera, so he was at another angle. And then as I was trying it, out of nowhere, Ted DeGrow and John Baker came out of the bush. Like they just came out of the bushes like, hey dude, what's up? I was like,
Word of mouth was really getting around back then.
Yeah, it was weird. And they just came to watch me like skate the rail. So I had people like hyping me up this time.
For sure.
And I almost got broke off though. Like it's one of the slams in the 411 where I go diving down the rail.
At least it was grass, eh?
Yeah. But at the bottom where they cut the rail off, there was a piece of the metal still sticking up.
No.
And I was diving head first for it. So if you see me grabbing for the rail, it's because I could see that metal coming straight at my face.
Trying to save yourself.
Yeah. So But so I got it, and then Brian took his copy and sold it to 411. I didn't know about it.
So what, did you get a piece of the fucking sale of it?
No, nothing. And it's in a Tony Hawk's video game.
What do you mean it's in the video game? You or the
video?
rail?
The video clip.
Oh, the video clip.
The video
Holy
clip's
shit.
in the game.
And what do you get for that? Nothing, because they give it all the 411 dudes.
Yeah, Brian sold it to 411, and they had the rights to it, so they ended up selling it to whoever made the game.
Bummer.
I found it when I was playing the game. I got a secret tape, and secret tape at the end of the game, and on it was a whole bunch of slams, and mine was in there.
Unbelievable.
So I never saw if I had the make in the game, but I had the slam in the game.
That's a fucking crazy story, man. Especially, like, never mind the dudes coming out of the bushes and cheering you on, but the end of your story with seeing yourself slamming in the Tony Hawk game.
Yeah.
It's like a dream come true to be in 411 for anyone. Or being Have you ever been in Thrasher?
No.
No. What about Transworld?
Transworld, I have one photo. It's the
Skydome Bank.
The Skydome Bank
Bank
one.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Did that open any doors for you? The
No.
411 thing? No?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Who was your board sponsor?
Well,
For most of the time.
the one that I had a model with for a while was Relic skateboards.
Relic, right.
Yeah, they took care of me. They were fun.
You make
Got
some
to
money with
travel a
them?
lot.
Like they pay you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Enough to make you feel like, like rockstar quality?
No, enough to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was never home. I was always skating. I was traveling.
Did they send you to Tampa, Pro?
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, that was fun. That was a blast.
That's another rad dream of like mine or kids. Even when you watch these videos and you see the Tampa Pro going on, you're just, oh man, I would love to be there. I'd like to go down that roll in or the flat bank or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you see any dudes there that you're like stoked on when you're a child and being like, oh, whoa, as if there's fucking Bam Margera there. Hey, what's up, Bam? And
I never really got, I never really had that starstruck kind of thing when I met people. It was,
so if McGill or Lance was like, oh, Foley, I saw you in the video game and you slamming and shit, you'd be like, away from me, Lance. I'm fucking skating.
No, not like that. No, it would have. I just don't get like, oh, that's like.
You're sponsored by Relic.
Yeah.
Who chose that song for you in your part for Relic? It's a clutch song.
Pure Rock Fury. I did.
You picked it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes dudes get to pick their songs, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. I had my best friend made the video, and so I was there.
Chris Wheeler.
Yeah. So I was there with him while we were editing. So I helped him with music, and we just worked on it together. I always like songs like that.
Mm-hmm. He called me up and asked me if he could use the Shred Central song for the credits at the end. And I never wrote the song, but I went to the guitar player dude and I was like, is it all right if he uses it? They don't give a shit, right? So as easy as that. But I didn't think the credits kept rolling, I remember. And I didn't think the song was going to be long enough. I'm like, holy shit, man, it's not going to be long enough. And they were all worked out.
No, yeah, that was really cool. I forgot about that, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? I know, like, when we're young and younger, and we're partying and we're shredding and we're skating, that's all we're thinking about. We're sponsored and we're making money, and it can make us do crazy things or crazy things happen around us. Can you confirm this for me? I heard.
Maybe.
I heard that you went home, you brought a girl back to your house, only to discover there was a woman who already broke into your house and she was in your bed naked waiting for you.
Oh my God, how did you hear about that?
I did my research.
Yeah, that happened.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
Tell me that turned into the biggest party ever, or was it super awkward?
It was super awkward, but it ended well. So
cheers to that, man. Skateboarding.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
True story. That's great.
I got my window broken that night, though.
From the woman?
No,
breaking
my
in your
car
house?
window.
Oh.
Yeah,
car
and it was
window.
pouring rain that night too. That sucked.
It was Vancouver.
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn.
Yeah.
When did you move out to Vancouver?
Beginning of 2001.
Okay.
I was there for 10 years.
10 years, and that seemed like that was like right during that's right during Slam City.
Yeah.
Prime time to live out in Vancouver.
Yeah, I went to Slam City Jam the year before I moved, or maybe 2 years. I might have went to 99 Slam or 2000. I can't remember, but it was awesome, and I just was so stoked on it. And Wheeler already lived out there, so I just thought.
RDS was at their prime back then.
Yeah.
Vancouver. I mean, there's so many skate spots. Skating down the alleys is fun. The barriers, never mind. Fuck. You got any blunt slides on those barriers?
The smaller ones, yeah.
Because there's some that footage of Moses Itkonen or whatever. Is that his last name?
That's right.
Doing there's like a barrier on top of the bank. It looks like such a rad.
That's down the street from Antisocial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Well, it was. Yeah.
Tell us about becoming a dad.
Well.
You put the penis in the vagina, Louis. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, birds and the bees. You know. No, I don't know. It's really cool.
You have 2 kids now?
I have 2 kids. Elwood, he's going to be 10 in August.
Elwood?
Yeah.
That's an old-fashioned name.
The clothing company.
Yeah, there's that, and also.
Oh, don't tell the mother that he named him after
a skateboarding brand.
No, she actually knows. Like, she's the one who said the name. I'd been thinking about it, and she just out of nowhere said, "What about Elwood?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Rad.
But Jake and Elwood from the Blues Brothers.
Oh, cool.
So I actually tried, and she hinted that it might be cool to name our second one Jake. So I'd have Jake and Elwood.
So what's the second kid's name?
Day One.
Day One? Fuck.
Day One just turned 4. Yeah.
I was with Jason Corbett one day, and he's telling me about when he first had his kid. And I was like, "What's his name?" Oh, his name's Julian. I'm like, "Oh, rad, like Julian Stranger?" He's like, "Yeah, totally." And then his wife kind of heard. She's like, "What?"
That's rad. Jefferson named him after Julian Stranger. Cool.
What we have here, every episode is a model of the month. It's right behind me here. You want to check it out?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
This is an almost team board. It's 7.5 inches wide. It's 30 3/4 inches long, and it's got a 14-inch wheelbase. Look at those colors, eh? Almost.
That's crazy.
Signed by Daewon Song.
Cooper Wilt.
Yeah, who else is on there? We got Greg Lutzka.
Haslam.
I believe
Is it Haslam on there?
I honestly can't. It's from 2004. I can't fucking tell. I believe that was when that Almost video came out, and they're in town, and what's his name from Ultimate? Buddy from Ultimate. Gord. Is that it? Gord from Ultimate brought Daewon and Lutzka and Sheckler, I think, to shred one day. And we had the board up there, and they signed it. And speaking of Daewon, he was skating the mini ramp, and these bracelets that these bracelets that me and Louis are wearing are from the coping on the half pipe of the mini ramp.
Rad.
So we made 13 of them for the 13 years that Shred was open, and we gave them out the 13 dudes that meant the most to.
Wow.
That helped out the skate park during those years. And so we can say Daewon was on here, and fucking a whole bunch of dudes.
Sick.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Yeah, the board's all right.
Yeah, it's not a great graphic, but...
I know, it's not the best graphic, but it's got the signatures on there, and I'm stoked on that.
Yeah, it's definitely got the Almost feel.
Mm-hmm.
And
then there's team board too, so I mean, it's not like a particular pros model. So.
Right.
Well, so it's not the hottest model we've ever had, but it's still a model of the month, and we're stoked to have it at all. So thank you, Daewon and Lutzka and Gord from Ultimate for fucking hooking that up for us. Were you in Detroit one time getting busted by the cops, and you had a Jiffy marker and you wrote "cops suck" on the car?
You really did your research. Yeah. Yeah.
You're a fucking badass, man.
We had it on video.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I have.
I imagine if those cops caught you doing that shit, you would have paid for it in more ways than one.
Yeah, thinking about it now, yeah. Well, there was a precinct that was underneath Hart. Okay. We didn't know that for the longest time.
Under Hart
Plaza, the skate spot downtown. Yeah, we were just skating, and this cop showed up. He rolled up in his cruiser, and he was giving us shit. And he's like, "You know how loud it is down there, hearing you guys skate?" And we're like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Our precinct's down there." And we're like, "Oh, wow! I had no idea." All those years of skating there, and only got busted once. So.
Wow, man. When I was growing up, the cop shop had the most perfect handrail out front of it, like nice and low. And the dream was to what do you call it? Bum rush that thing. but never did. And that was when like the cops would give you $200 ticket for your and take your board.
And take your board. Yeah.
So kids would be like, well, that board was getting a razor tail anyways. Fuck it. I'm not paying a ticket. I'm just gonna go buy a new board. Imagine how many boards were like raffled off at like those cop auctions at the end of the year.
I bought a Lucero like that once.
At a cop auction.
Yeah, a street Lucero. It was pretty rad. It had like the flames on it and the peace sign. Shitty
rad.
trucks and wheels, but I was stoked on the old Lucero deck. For
You still
20
have
bucks. No, I wish.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like your Latat board with the Black Sabbath Volume 4 graphic. That's a gooder.
Yeah. Yeah, I was so hyped when we got to do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
What year is that from?
The board?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
Like
was...
because they're not still making it, are they?
No, I don't think so. That was 2 years ago, I think.
That's it.
I think it was about 2 years ago. Coming up on 2 years.
You also have some clips in a new video, Axia?
Axia, yeah, it just came out yesterday.
And who's involved in making that?
Those are all the East End guys.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's who you've been skating with in the East End.
Yeah, Kai and Will and Pat,
Wow.
Alex, Marty. There's a whole crew, whole whack of dudes.
Nice. How long's the video?
20 minutes, I think.
20 minutes on YouTube?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everyone want to check that out on Axia on YouTube.
Yeah, Feel Real Good is the I think you can find it under Feel Real Good.
On Insta.
That's Kai's Insta, but I
Right,
think you can
yes.
find it on YouTube as well like that. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay, making those connections now. I'm already following Feel Real Good.
Yeah, Kai's awesome.
Are there any pros that you've met in your life, or skateboarders in general, your skateboarding peers, that have kind of taught you, that have given you some sort of advice or life lessons that you still hold to this day? Like,
Yeah, Mac now.
yeah,
Just taught me the benefits of physio
oh yeah,
and seeing the right doctors.
mm-hmm.
So we rolled our ankle same day, about a week before Slam, and I didn't know of Calvin, the magician, the physio guy that we would all go see. So I was, suffering up until Slam, and swollen ankle and the whole thing, and he was at Slam killing it. I think he got 10th place or something, and I talked to him after, and he was telling me about his ankle injury, and I was like, oh shit, I just rolled my ankle too. And he's like, oh man, you gotta go see this guy Calvin Tam physiotherapy in Vancouver.
Asian dude.
Yep, little Asian guy. He was funny. Okay, climb up on the table, I hurt you now. He was great, but he worked on a lot of skaters in the city. But Paul taught me a good lesson there.
Nice, thanks, Paul Macno.
Seeing people right away when you get injured, and
Mm-hmm.
staying on top of that.
Yeah,
So-
instead of brushing it off or thinking, you can put a little bit of ice on it. And
Well, I learned that recently that ice isn't actually good for swelling,
who?
because the swelling is actually doing the right thing, and when you're getting rid of the swelling, you're actually causing damage. You can do more damage, build up more scar tissue and stuff if you
Interesting.
get rid of the ice, or get the ice and get the swelling down too soon. So
Do you have an injury other than being run over by a car in your childhood that you remember that shit, this might be it for me when it comes to skating? I'm not gonna be able to skate.
yeah, there was a few, mostly just ankles.
The ankle rollers.
Yeah, I kickflipped something and I landed primo.
Ew.
Pretty high drop, and felt my foot fold under my weight, and the flash of white, and that one sucked. I thought I was fucked forever, but a few weeks I was back on my board.
Nice.
Damn.
But that was when I was 20 or 21, so that doesn't happen now. I blew my knee out almost 2 years ago, and that was one I thought I was done. But
I did an MC MCL skating a pool with Chris Cook in Sacramento, trying to go over the fucking light.
The light.
Yeah, and I jumped off, and I my foot came down, and it was kind of like the cement in the pool is kind of almost like sandpapery. So, I stopped. My foot stopped, and my knee went kablink.
Yeah, you kept going.
Yeah, and my leg just stopped there, and I remember, flying back home and being in a wheelchair. Like, I couldn't fucking walk at all, and I couldn't sleep, and I was an idiot and doing the ice thing, which I now know is stupid.
Yeah.
Not as good as wrapping a fucking hot water ball around there. But I thought I'm not gonna be able to skate again ever. I was like, this is it, man. How fucking lame.
Yeah. Did you hear the pop?
Over the fucking music playing, I don't think so. No, it happened so fast, and that had never happened to me before. I didn't think that anything was wrong. So much, in fact, that I got back up and went over the light. Anyways.
Nice.
Got Chris Cook from Alba fucking watching you, man. Like, you gotta do that shit.
Rad.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about your travels. Like, how far around the world has skateboarding taken you?
Not too far.
Vancouver and Detroit.
Vancouver and Detroit, yeah. No, I don't know. I've been across Canada a couple times, and
And you went to Tampa, that's sick.
been around various places in the States. Went to Panama. That was fun to skate.
Panama.
Yeah, we got flown to a music festival for a couple of days in Panama. That was fun.
Oh, man. You're doing like a demo?
Yeah, it was weird. It was fun. There was mountain bikers, skaters, and then there was like a trials bike guy. He was amazing. But yeah, it was cool. Just mini ramp at a music festival.
Man.
So fun.
Nice. You got a good frontside ollie on transition. I could just imagine you destroying the mini at this
It was
shindig.
fun. It was so hot though. It was like 45 degrees, and
yeah.
we were all just like dying.
I had a layover in Panama once, and I went to the bar, had headphones on, and listened to Van Halen Panama, and had a shot of booze.
Amazing. Amazing.
I had to, man.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
What I also like to ask our guests here is, do you have a Shred Central memory from the skate park days that you'd like to share?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I mean,
What
I don't
is it?
remember much of it, but it revolves around a night where we all went out. We went to the Bovine, and I mean, I think Phobes was with us. Bumbles came out.
Oh my God, Chris McCallum.
Yeah, McCallum. Well, Bumbles. McCallum was there, but Bumbles
Right.
was the one who came to the party. Wheeler,
Mm-hmm.
and we ended up back at the park, and we were crashing there. We were so wasted, and I don't know. You were just like, "Yeah, you're good to sleep." We just passed out on the couches, which I don't know if that was a good idea, but
They were cleaning now.
yeah,
Been there.
didn't care. But woke up in the morning, locked in.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because we had left you guys there.
You'd left us there.
we locked
and
the padlock on the
you
gate.
padlocked it, and I was like freaking out because I was like, shit, my car's gonna get stolen or towed or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like freaking out, and I guess I freaked out and broke your door.
You did.
I broke out, and when you got there, you were like, who the fuck broke my door?
I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
I wondered. Yeah, I was wondering because I mean that was a long time ago now, but
Oh, man.
but yeah.
You mentioned Bumbles there,
Yeah.
McCallum. I remember one time we were at on Church Street, the gay part of Toronto, and we were in a bar there, and we didn't have any more money for booze, and these gay guys offered to buy us wine if we made out with each other. And every time me and McCallum would kiss each other, they'd buy us more wine.
Yep. Bumbles.
I'd like to thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank the Iceman for providing ice to keep our beers cold. I'd like to also especially thank the Bait Shop for providing us with t-shirts and stickers that we are giving our guests. So we have a little
Sweet.
gift package for you.
Nice.
And I would also like to thank me for providing the beer tonight, because we don't have a beer sponsor, eh, Louis?
Not yet.
Next episode we'll work on that.
It will work on it. Yeah.
Foley, before we end this, I'd like to thank you very, very much for being here with us and talking about your past and not holding back and making the time for us. Because, I don't know if you know this or not, with your footage still being out there on YouTube for people to see, you're still a very influential person in the skateboard scene. No matter how old you are. This guy is living proof that, if you put your mind to it, you can skate. No matter if you're fucking young, you don't have to fucking quit. If you're getting older and all this shit, if a family gets in the way, you can still skate, and you can still skate rad, just like this dude. He's fucking rad, right? Would you like to give any shout outs to people out there that have maybe influenced you in skateboarding or just life in general?
I wouldn't know where to start. I'm stoked that you guys have me on.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
Cool.
Thanks,
I'm just some washed up has-been, so.
Oh, please, aren't we all? Lou?
So it's nice.
Yeah, I never was.
No, I appreciate you guys bringing me on. This has been a lot of fun.
Oh, cool, man.
And
it's nice to see you after so long. So.
Yeah, and the stuff that you're like bringing up, I didn't know anybody knew about half of that stuff. So.
Isn't it great to reminisce?
Yeah.
That's what we like to do here, Let's end this program with a band from Venezuela. They're called Cardiel, fucking named after John Cardiel, one of the best fucking skaters ever. And is he Goofy Foot, Louie?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. So I hope you guys liked what you saw today. Chris Foley's a rad dude. Keep enjoying skateboarding and keep enjoying music. Nuff said, go shred. Thanks for coming, dude. You're rad, man.